Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to install OpenMediaVault onto a Raspberry Pi 5. The reason I'm going to do that is OpenMediaVault is a great NAS server, but it has a lot of other functionality with the plugins that you can add. And also it allows you to manage Docker containers once you've installed Docker and the plugins with it. And that gives you even more functionality. My personal use for the system is for running Home Assistant, for home automation and control, plus Frigate NVR for security cameras. I also use it for a NAS and just other things that you might want to do, like Jellyfin servers, things of that nature. You can do that with this system. So let's go ahead and get started on the install. So I'm using this document here as a procedure, and it'll help you through the process. There it is. Based on the documentation, OpenMediaVault should work on any Debian-based OS as long as it's the non-desktop version. We're going to install it on RPI OS Lite. So we're going to get that by going here, grabbing this software here, which I already have installed, which is Raspberry Pi Imager. But if you don't have it, you can grab it here, and we can install that package with the Imager. So let's get started. So I'm going to put it on a Raspberry Pi 5. So go there, and we need to go here and grab this. Grab this guy right here. I'm going to install this on an M2 solid-state drive in a USB 3.2 enclosure with adapter. It will be much more robust than using an SD-RAM or a thumb drive, and it will perform faster. And set up your customization for localization for your situation. You want to make sure you got shell enabled here because we're going to use it. And let her go. I've gone ahead and sped this up. The whole imaging process takes about 3.5 minutes on my system, including verification. I recommend you do the verification if you're setting up a production system. It just ensures you have a good image when you're finished. Okay, so there we are. We have a good image. So the next step will be to take the solid-state drive, plug it into the Raspberry Pi 5, and boot it up, and then connect to it over a shell connection, a secure shell. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so put the drive into the Pi, I've powered it up, and I've let it boot up for a minute or two, And now we're going to have to find out how to connect to it. Now, because it does not have a program, a desktop attached to it, we're going to have to shell in, but we don't know where to shell to because we don't have the IP address. What you want to do is you want to go to your router. Once you're at your router, there should be a page there that shows your IP addresses of all your devices. It'll be one that wasn't there before, or one that identifies has identified with the operating system you just installed. The other way to do it is hook up a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and open a command window, and then just type IP space ADDR, and your IP address will be in there. And there we go. Accept that. There we are. So log in with the username and password you created earlier in the install. And we are logged in and connected. So now let's go back to our documentation and have a look at what we have to do here. First of all, they recommend that you do these two things here. Because it's going to be a production machine, I am going to go ahead and do that. And we'll do the upgrade. And just be patient and let it do its thing. Okay, so next step is, looks like we have to do some prerequisites here with this command here. So let's grab it. Okay, that's done. And now it says to reboot. Again, because it's a production system, I'm going to follow it exactly just to make sure everything works fine. And we'll give that a minute or two and try and reattach. Going to have to shell in again, so we'll just drop that. So once it boots up, the next thing we're going to do is go down a little further, and we're going to grab this here and actually install OpenMediaVault. Okay, let's see if we can connect now. It looks like it's still booting. Try again. Okay, there we go. So log in again. Okay, now let's go ahead and install the second line here. I've gone ahead and sped this up. It actually took just under 6.5 minutes to install on my system. Okay, there we are. Done. Now the document says reboot, so we will. Okay, so we can drop the shell connection now. We'll give it a minute or so to reboot, and we will try and connect with the web GUI. Okay, so there we are. There is our login page. Go ahead and log in. And there you have it. We are up and running. Let's just see if we can add some plugins. Let's grab this one here. Okay, let's see what else here. It looks like that plugin errored. It may or may not have installed correctly. I'll look into it at another time. So it looks like that plugin installed. So looks like everything seems to be working in general. So let's go ahead and just create a dashboard and take a look at what that can look like. Actually, first let's apply these changes. And let's pick what we want on our dashboard. So let's put a few things on there. Okay, so there is our start of our system. At this point, what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and put what you want on there. If you want to use it as a NAS, then go ahead and make your storage repositories and pick what type of services that you want, or install Docker and install your applications via Docker. But this is it for this video. Basically, how to install OpenMediaVault onto Raspberry Pi 5. So thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing, leave me a like and a comment, and I'll see you on the next video.